Have you ever felt that something inside you is changing, even without knowing exactly what it is? That life is taking a new direction, different from what you have lived before? This is the passage to the fifth dimension, a profound change that is happening now and that few can truly perceive. This new dimension represents a higher level of consciousness, an energetic vibration that connects you to God in a much purer and more powerful way. We are living in a unique moment in history, where everything around us begins to vibrate at a different frequency. The body, the mind, and the spirit feel this transformation, even if subtly. It is a process of soul elevation that changes the way we see ourselves and the world. This change is not something distant or complicated. It is for everyone who wants to align with the will of God and grow in faith. Perhaps you have already noticed that you can manifest your desires more easily, that you are distancing yourself from everything that harms you and seeking more connection with nature and with your spirituality. These are clear signs that you are already in this new dimension, even if you are not fully aware of it yet. It is time to open your eyes and your heart to this transformation that God is working in your life. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive all the content that will help you understand and live this transition consciously. Let's embark together on this journey of growth, faith, and discovery. One of the first things you may notice when entering the fifth dimension is that things start to happen faster than before. Your thoughts, desires, and intentions are no longer stuck in time or in a long wait. They begin to materialize almost immediately, as if the universe is responding more quickly and directly to your vibrations. This increased speed in manifestation happens because your energy is vibrating at a higher frequency, a frequency that is closer to the divine source. It's as if you have tuned your radio to a clearer station, where the messages come through without interference. That is why what you think and feel intensely starts to become reality. You may notice that projects that used to take months to get off the ground now begin to come to fruition in weeks or days. Situations that seem difficult start to resolve easily, the right people show up at the right time, and even the signs from the universe become more evident in your daily life. All of this is confirmation that you are vibrating in the energy of the fifth dimension. It doesn't mean that everything will happen exactly the way you want, but rather that your true intentions, those that are aligned with your spiritual purpose, begin to manifest more quickly. This is a time of great responsibility because your choices and thoughts need to be connected with the greater good, with the love and truth of God. The rapid manifestation is also a sign that your faith is growing. You begin to understand that you have power within you, that God has given you the ability to create and transform your reality. This brings a feeling of confidence and security that helps you walk more firmly on your spiritual path. If you have not yet noticed this sign, be alert. It could be that you have had a sudden insight, an idea that soon turned into action, or that an opportunity you didn't expect suddenly appeared out of nowhere. These small manifestations are the universe showing that your energy is higher and that you are ready to live in a new frequency. To strengthen this process, keep your mind and heart focused on positive intentions. Practice gratitude for what you already have and trust that the best is yet to come. Seek to connect daily with God through prayer, meditation, and reading the Word. This helps to maintain your elevated vibration and to manifest what truly makes sense for your life. Being in the fifth dimension is an invitation to live with more awareness, knowing that every thought and feeling has power. Take this opportunity to create a reality more aligned with your purpose and with divine will. When you recognize that you can manifest quickly, life becomes lighter and full of possibilities. When you begin to enter the fifth dimension, one of the first things that happens is that your life goes through a deep cleansing. It is not just an external change, but an inner transformation, where everything that is toxic, whether in the mind, body, or spirit, starts to be eliminated. This occurs because, to live in a higher frequency, your being needs to rid itself of what no longer resonates with this new energy. This cleansing is not limited to people who harm you. It also includes habits, thoughts, and even what you physically consume. You may notice a need to change your diet, seeking more natural and healthy foods. Or perhaps you feel that you should avoid drinks, substances, or situations that were once common but no longer make sense to you. Your body and mind begin to ask for more care and respect, as they are adapting to a purer vibration. It is normal for this process to bring discomfort. Your body may feel physical changes, such as fatigue or aches, which are signs that it is eliminating impurities. Your mind may become restless, with intense emotions or thoughts coming to the surface to be resolved. This purification process is a necessary step for you to truly align with the energy of the fifth dimension. Purification also takes place in the emotional and spiritual realms. Often, we need to leave behind relationships that drain us, environments that harm us, and even old beliefs that no longer serve our growth. It is a time of detachment, where you learn to value what truly empowers you and to distance yourself from everything that disrupts your balance. When the body, mind, and spirit begin to align with this new frequency, you start to feel lighter, calmer, and more connected with God. This lightness is a clear sign that purification is happening and that you are on the right path. It is a renewal process that brings more clarity, more peace, and a deep sense of well-being. It is important to respect this time of change, even when it is difficult. Inner purification is not quick, but its fruits are lasting. It prepares you to live with more awareness, in harmony with your divine essence, and with the purpose that God has for your life. As you approach the fifth dimension, you may notice a significant change in the way you perceive the world. Your psychic and intuitive abilities begin to activate, making you more sensitive to the energies that exist around you. This sensitivity is a way to perceive what is not visible to the common eye, and which has a significant influence on your spiritual life. You may start to experience different sensations, such as a strong intuition that alerts you to situations even before they happen, dreams that carry important messages, or even the ability to feel the presence of people, spirits, or energies that you did not notice before. These are natural manifestations of your spiritual growth and indicate that your consciousness is expanding. With the awakening of these abilities, you gain tools to protect yourself and to guide your path. Clairvoyance, for example, allows you to have a broader view of situations, seeing beyond appearances. Telepathy can assist in energetic communication with others, enhancing understanding and connection. All of this brings you closer to your divine essence and helps you navigate life's challenges with more clarity. Developing these abilities requires practice and patience. Moments of silence, prayer, and meditation are essential to strengthen your spiritual connection and to allow these abilities to manifest naturally. It is also important to keep your heart open and trust that these perceptions come for your good and for the good of others. These abilities are not meant to impress, but to strengthen your walk with God and keep you aligned with the truth. They help you identify when something is not in harmony with divine energy and to always seek the path of light and peace. As you notice these abilities manifesting, embrace this new phase as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Over time, they will become part of your spiritual routine, helping you live with more awareness, wisdom, and connection to the greater purpose that God has for you. As you move into the fifth dimension, your life begins to undergo profound transformations. It is common for things that once were part of your daily life, your relationships, and your beliefs to start disappearing or changing radically. This process is known as the collapse of the old self, and although it is difficult, it is essential for your spiritual evolution. These changes can happen suddenly and even unexpectedly. People who no longer resonate with your new vibrational frequency may naturally distance themselves. Situations that seemed normal may cease to make sense, and new opportunities, aligned with your divine purpose, begin to emerge. This end of a phase is necessary so that you can make room for the construction of a new reality that is more aligned with your essence. During this period, it is natural to go through moments of discomfort, both emotional and physical. You may feel sadness, anxiety, confusion, or even fatigue in your body. These symptoms are signs that something is being released, that old energies, patterns, and attachments are being eliminated, so that you can be reborn lighter and stronger. This process of collapse does not mean that you are failing, or that something bad is happening. On the contrary, it is an invitation to let go of what no longer serves you and embrace the new. It is a time of purification, where you undergo a true internal reconstruction, preparing yourself to live a higher life connected with the energies of the fifth dimension. It is important that you have patience and allow yourself to feel everything that arises in this moment without judgment. Each challenge, each difficulty has a divine purpose and is an opportunity for your growth. As you leave the old behind, you begin to perceive a new strength emerging within you, a new clarity, and a greater connection with God. The transition can be painful, but it is also liberating. When you accept the process, you create space for your true essence to manifest fully. This new version of yourself is more aware, more aligned with your purpose, and more capable of living in harmony with the energies of the fifth dimension. One of the deepest signs that you are vibrating in the fifth dimension is the end of judgment. This process affects both the way you see others and how you see yourself. As you elevate your consciousness, you begin to understand that all people are manifestations of the same divine energy, and this transforms the way you perceive yourself and others. In the past, judgment may have been a way to protect your ego or to feel better in the face of life's difficulties. But in the fifth dimension, this need disappears, making way for true compassion that accepts imperfections without condemnation. You begin to realize that everyone is fighting their own battle, and that love is the only path to healing and transformation. When judgment dissolves, the ego loses its power. The ego is what creates separation, conflict, and suffering. As it diminishes its space within you, humility grows, connecting you more deeply with God. This humility helps you recognize that perfection lies in love, and that we are all in a process of learning. This transformation elevates your relationship with the divine. Without the weight of judgment, you become more receptive to the grace and love of God, which fills your heart and brings peace. The inner peace that arises from this true connection is a direct reflection of the energy of the fifth dimension acting in your life. Moreover, this change impacts your relationships. Sincere acceptance creates space for more authentic relationships, where there is respect, understanding, and mutual support. The compassion developed within you begins to contagiously uplift those around you, promoting an atmosphere of love and healing. The end of judgment is, therefore, a milestone in your spiritual journey. It indicates that you are experiencing the essence of unity, where there is no separation between you and the other, but a deep recognition of the divine presence in every being. This perception raises your frequency and strengthens your path with God, preparing you for a life filled with love, harmony, and purpose. As you advance in the transition to the fifth dimension, one of the strongest signs of this change is the deep desire to reconnect with nature and with the universe around you. You begin to feel a natural and intense attraction to the earth, to animals, to plants, and to the elements that compose life. This desire is not just a preference, but a spiritual necessity, a calling from your soul to align with the forces of creation. Being in contact with nature ceases to be just a leisure moment and becomes a transformative experience. You feel a special peace when you are near trees, rivers, mountains, or simply breathing the fresh air. This connection brings a sense of unity with everything that exists, as if you could feel the pulse of life in everything. This deep contact is a reflection of your spiritual elevation and your alignment with the energies of the fifth dimension. This bond with the universe goes beyond what we can see or touch. Your soul begins to perceive that everything is interconnected, that we are not separate from the earth or from other beings. You can feel this union in moments of contemplation, when you observe the starry sky, the movement of clouds, or the sound of the wind. These experiences help expand your consciousness, reinforcing your connection with the divine energy that is present everywhere. Nature becomes a source of healing and renewal. Spending more time outdoors is not only beneficial for the body, but also for the spirit. This proximity brings balance, mental clarity, and strengthens your spiritual sensitivity. Furthermore, respect for nature becomes a sincere commitment, as you recognize in it the manifestation of the divine and understand the importance of preserving it. This reconnection also symbolizes your return to harmony with the divine essence of all that exists. The energy of nature is a living expression of God, and when you connect to it, you are aligning with this creative force. It is a moment of surrender and gratitude, where you feel part of a greater whole, filled with love, wisdom, and life. Allowing this connection in your daily life is essential for your spiritual growth in the fifth dimension. Whether walking in a park, listening to the sound of rain, or simply feeling the earth's energy beneath your feet, these moments help strengthen your soul and keep your vibration high. This bond with nature is a divine gift that helps you stay centered and aligned with God's purpose for your life. One of the clearest signs that you are truly living in the fifth dimension is the unwavering and unshakable faith that everything you need will come to you at the right moment, without excessive effort or anxiety. As your consciousness expands, you begin to realize that there is no reason to worry about what the future holds, as you know that everything will be available at the exact moment it is required. This faith is not an empty hope or an illusory desire. It is a deep understanding that the universe, in perfect harmony with God, is working in your favor to ensure that your needs are met. Before this shift, it was common for you to carry a heavy weight of anxiety and insecurity, especially regarding money, health, and opportunities. Perhaps you tried to control every detail of your life to ensure a sense of security, fearing the unknown and wanting to predict what was ahead. This type of worry generated stress, mental exhaustion, and a constant feeling of tension, which impeded the natural flow of life. But as you enter the frequency of the fifth dimension, this energy begins to change. Intense worry and the need to control everything give way to a vibration of surrender and trust. You start to feel that there is a greater force guiding your steps, a divine presence that takes care of every detail of your existence. Abundance begins to be seen as your natural right, a blessing that is ready to manifest in your life without obstacles. This renewed trust does not mean that you become passive or stop taking action. On the contrary, you continue to do your part with responsibility and dedication, but without the pressure of trying to control everything or worrying excessively. You know that by aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with spiritual laws, you create space for the flow of abundance to begin to manifest in a simple, smooth, and natural way. It is important to understand that the abundance you begin to attract is not limited only to material goods, such as money or property. It encompasses much more than that. It includes the quality of your relationships, the balance of your emotional health, the inner peace you feel, and your spiritual growth. You realize that true wealth lies in feeling whole, connected with God, and in harmony with yourself. This spiritual wealth positively reflects in all areas of your life, creating a deep sense of satisfaction and gratitude. This sign of trust is a powerful indicator that you are aligned with higher energies and connected to the divine plan. By trusting that everything you need will be provided at the right moment, you release the tension you have been carrying and allow the universe to work freely in your favor. This surrender creates a receptive space for the blessings that are coming, and your energy becomes lighter and more vibrant. It is essential that you open yourself to receive this abundance without fear or resistance. Often, we can block the blessings due to doubts, fears, or limiting beliefs that tell us we do not deserve it, or that good things are difficult to achieve. By cultivating true faith, you break through these internal barriers and create a positive, energetic field that attracts even more blessings, opportunities, and achievements. This trust is a divine gift that strengthens your spiritual journey and prepares you to fully live the experience of the fifth dimension. It not only brings tranquility and security, but also opens doors for you to accomplish your mission with joy, courage, and wisdom. Believe that you are being supported by a greater force, and that everything you need is coming to you perfectly and at the right time. The transition to the fifth dimension is a natural and necessary process for those seeking a deeper connection with God and their spiritual essence. It is a journey of growth that, although it may bring challenges, demands above all trust in the process and surrender to divine guidance. Each sign you perceive, each change you experience, is a confirmation that you are on the right path, moving toward a higher frequency of consciousness and love. At this moment, it is essential to strengthen your faith and believe that everything is happening exactly as it should be. Sometimes the process may seem slow or even confusing, but God is working in every detail, aligning your life so that you can fulfill your divine mission fully. Trust in the universe and in yourself will ensure that you make the most of this transition, without fear, with courage and peace in your heart. Allow yourself to live each phase of this transformation with serenity. Accept the changes, even when they bring discomfort, knowing that they are opportunities for growth and renewal. Aligning with the energy of the fifth dimension will open doors to a lighter, more connected, and meaningful life. This roadmap has been created to help you recognize the signs of this new spiritual reality. Manifesting your intentions quickly, eliminating what no longer serves you, developing your intuition, and deeply connecting with nature are just a few of the ways you can perceive this change. Each of these steps is an invitation to draw closer to God and your purpose. May this journey be marked by the courage to move forward, the wisdom to learn from each experience, and the unwavering faith that you are being guided by a greater force. With this trust, you will be able to access higher levels of consciousness and divine love, fully living your life mission.